Hello friends, welcome back. This video we are going to see about the control statement and C. Now, this we are going to see about the types of if statement. Now, first one is we have simple if statement. Then we will see if else statement. Then we will see if else if ladder, and then the last we will see nested if else. Now let's see the practical implementation. In this, we are going to see about the if statement. Simple. We are going to write a program to find a number is negative or positive. So here we have taken a variable. So to check this number is negative or positive. Then we have took the input from the user. So here I have written a scanf statement. Now let's check the this is an positive or negative number. So first thing we need to write if statement, and this is the syntax. Here we will get an if, then we need to write a condition in this, and this is the body part of if. Now the condition is if the number is a is greater than or equal to 0, then that number would be positive. You all know if a is greater than or equal to 0, then the number is positive. So we'll write here printf number is positive. So here first what this program will do, here it will check if this condition is true, then this body part would be executed and we will get number is positive in the output. Now if this condition is false, it will skip this part and goes to the next line from here. It will execute the program from here. If there is anything, it will execute. If not, the program ends here. Now we are going to check second condition for negative. If a is less than 0, then obviously that number would be negative. Here we have written the if, then the condition and the body part. In the body part we will write printf number is negative. Save this. Now first how the program works, let's see. Here first it will check this condition. If it is true, then we will get output number is positive. If this condition is false, it will start executing program from the next line of this body part where this ends. Now here it will check again the condition. If this condition is true, it will give this output. Sorry, it will give this statement in the output. If this condition is false, it will skip this part and execute from here. As you can see here, there is nothing to execute, so it will end the program. So now let's save the program and run it. Now here we need to enter a number, so let's write -15, and you can see we got number is negative. Now once again let's check for the positive number, so let's write 12 and enter. The number is positive. Now we are going to see if else statement. In this we are going to write a program to find a number that it is even or odd number. So here we have taken a variable a and we are taking input from client, sorry, input from the user. So let's check this number is odd or even. So first we will write the if statement. So here we are going to write the condition. So a percentage 2, here a percentage 2 means when a is divided by 2, what would be the remainder? So if that number is even, the remainder would be 0. So this condition is to check that whether the number is even or not, because whenever a number is divided by 2 and its remainder is 0, then it is even number. So this condition is for this will give us the remainder, and we are here checking the assignment operator. This all the assignment operators and all I have make I have made a video on that. I will provide the link in the description and in the I button also. You can check it from there. So let's write here printf statement that the number is even. Now we all know that as we have seen before that if this condition is true, it will execute this, and if this condition is false, it will start executing the program from here. So first we have written again in the previous if statement, we have written here also if statement, but in this, as it is if else statement, we will write here an else statement. So this means this else statement says that if this condition is not true, then this else part will be executed. So if this is false, then it will directly, if there is any else statement, then it will directly execute this body part. So here let's write printf num number is odd number. So if a number is not even, then obviously that number would be odd. Now let's see the flow of the program. First, when we scan the number from the user, here it will check the condition. If the condition is true, it will execute this body part, the if body part, and the number is even is printed in the console. Now let's say this condition is false, then it will skip this if block, and if after this if block there is an else block, then without any condition checking, it will directly execute this one. If there is an else block immediately after this if block, then it will go inside that else block and execute this condition, execute this body part, and number is odd is printed in the console. Now let's save this program. Now let's save this program and let's run this program. Here you just need to enter the number. So let's write 8 and enter. Now you can see the number is even. Let's write a odd number now. Let's write here 3 and enter. Now you can see the number is odd. So this is how if else statement works. Now let's see if else if ladder. Now in this if else if ladder, we are going to write a program to check whether a number is equal to 10, 50 or 100. If so here we are going to check three things: is a number equal to 10, 50 or 100. So we cannot write this program using if else, because if else only checks if there is two condition, or more than it can't check more than two condition, it can check less than two condition, right? So let's write here if else if ladder. So first we'll write if statement. So in this, as you know that here we are going to write the condition. So the number is equal to 10. So here using assignment operator, we are checking whether the number is equal to 10 or not. So if it is true, then we need to print the number is equal to 10. Number is equal to 10. Now here we are not going to write another if statement, or not we are not going to write the else statement here, because if we write the else statement, it will not consider these two things, 50 and 100. So here we will write else if, in the sense if we write else, it won't check condition, right? Now if we write else if, as we have seen, in if we need to write a condition. So whenever whenever this condition is false, it will check else if, and here in this if we have a condition, so that condition is a equal to 50, and we have the body part here. So else if, in the sense, else if this is false, then else check the condition if this is equal to 50, and then if it is true, then we will print the number is equal to 50, is equal to 50. Now after this, if this is false, we have also one more condition to check whether the number is 100 or not. So what we will do, we won't write else or we won't write if, we will write else if. So we can check the condition. So we'll write a equal to 100, and if this condition is true, then we will print the number is 100, equal to 100. So here after all of your condition is considered in this program, all the consider all the conditions are considered in the program now. Now whether you want to write the else statement or not, it's up to you, because uh, it's not compulsory that after all this else if else ladder we need to always compulsory write the else statement. But I am writing here else statement because if a number like 11, if a user enters the 11, then we will check this all this three condition would be false, and it will execute the else statement. So let's write here that number, we are going to write number is not equal to 10, 50 or 100. So what we have done here, that if a user enters the number except these three numbers, then uh, we will print this in the console. So first, sorry, let us see the flow of this program here. Now first we'll take the input, then this if condition will be checked. If this is true, this body part would be executed, and we will get number is equal to 10. Now if this condition is not true, then it will skip this one and it will see this else if. Now here if we have a condition, so it will check this condition, and if that condition is true, then it will execute this block. Now if here this condition is not true, let's say this condition is false, then again it will skip this block, this body part, and it will come here and it will find this else if block. So here it will again check the condition, and if this condition is true, it will print this one. And now if we think that this condition is false, let's say this condition is false, then it will skip this one, and see if the it will see the next line of this block. So here we have an else statement, so it will automatically execute this one, and we will get number is not equal to 10, 50 or 100. So did you understand the flow? If the first it will check this condition, if it is not true it will check this condition. So it is a like ladder, if else if ladder, else if you have more conditions you can write again here else if. But we have only three conditions, so I have only write else if two times. If you have that you want to check that a number is equal to 500, so here you can write again else if. So this is like a ladder, so we say if else ladder statement. Let's save this program and let's run the program. Here we need to enter a number, so let's write this number 10. So you can see number is equal to 10. This one is executed. Now again we will run the program and write the number 50. So you can see here, let's write the number 50, and you can see the number is equal to 50. This one is executed. So this block gets false, this condition get false, and this will be skipped, and this will be executed because this condition is true. Now again we will run the program. Now here we will write the 100 and enter. You can see number is equal to 100. Now this block is executed. Now for example, let's say the user has written a number out of this 3 range of this 3, 10, 50 and 100. Let's say we have written 12. So here we got the number is not equal to 10, 50 or 100. So if these three conditions, sorry, if all these three conditions are, we can say it gives us the false, then at last this else statement is executed. Now I have an exercise for you. You can write a program, write a program of if a user enters his percentage. For example, if a person got the percentage from in the range of 90 to 100, then you need to display a plus grade. Likewise, if a person enters from in the range of 80 to 90, you need to display a grade, and same with the 70 to 80, you need to display b plus grade. So you need to write a if ladder for this program, so that whenever the user enter this the number in this in the range of this given range, then you need to print this grades, and so on. You can so on print here from sorry 60 to, you can here write one more thing, 60 to 70, print the grade b grade. So this is for the practice, so you can better understand this if else if ladder. Now let's see the nested if else statement. In this we will write a program to check first thing, that if a number is even, first we will check the number is even or odd. After checking this condition, we will check if the number is even, after then it is a positive even or negative even number. Same for the odd, is the number positive odd number or negative odd number. In this case we will use nested if else statement. So let's write the program. First we will scan the number from the user, and let's write the first if statement. So this is how you write the syntax. This is the syntax of if. Here we will write the condition. So first condition is whether the number is even or not. So here this is used to find the remainder, and if when a number is divisible when divided by 2 and the remainder is 0, then obviously that number is even. So when this condition is true, it will go inside this if block. Now when we have completed the checking of the whether a number is even or not, then we need to check the number is positive or negative, positive even number or negative even number. So once this is true, in this block we will write two conditions to check whether a number is positive or not. So first we will check the number is positive or not. So a greater than equal to 0. If a number is greater than equal to 0, then it is positive number. So what we will write here is this number is positive even number, because first it has checked the number is even or not, then we have checked that the number is greater than or equal to 0, that is positive. If this both conditions are true, then it is an positive even number. Else, now for this condition here, if the number is not positive, then obviously that number would be negative. So we will directly write the else statement, and we will write here that the number is negative even number is negative even number. So here you can see that inside this if block we have if else block. So that is why we call this nested if else. So if this condition is true, it comes inside this block and it will check here this if else condition. Now assume that this condition is false, then we need to write an else condition for this if block. So you can see here this is highlighting this if block. Now outside this if blocks we will write else block. So here if a number is not even, then obviously it is odd, so we'll write the condition in the else block. So again the same thing. Now as we have seen here the condition, if the number is odd, then we need to check whether it is positive odd number or positive or sorry negative odd number. So it is same as the for the even block. So we will copy this one and paste it here, and we will change here just odd. Instead of even we will write odd. Now let's understand the flow. First we'll scan the number, then we'll check the condition, this condition. If this condition is true, it will go inside this block if block and execute this one. Now here in this if block we have again a condition. Now it will check this condition. If this condition is true, it will print this one, and it will go out of this box. Now if this condition, let's say this condition is false, then it will check whether there is an else statement for this if statement. Yes, here you can see that there is an else statement for this if statement. So it will directly execute this block, and we will get an number is negative in an even number in the output. So first we will check whether the number is even, then we will check it is positive or negative. Now if the condition is false here only, if the here this if condition is false, then it will skip this block. This whole block is skipped, and it will check whether there is an else statement for this if statement. Yeah, we have a else statement here for this if statement. So what it will do, that here we can see in the else block, it will directly go into this else block where the number is odd, because if a number is not even, then it would be obviously the odd number. Now in this else block also we this else block is executed. Now in this else block we have again the condition if. So it will check condition if. So it will check this condition. First it will we know that the number is odd. Then here it will check this condition. If the condition is true, then it will execute this if block, and the number is positive odd number is printed in the console. If this condition is false, then it will check whether there is an else for this if. Yes, if there is an else block for this if block, then it will execute this block, and we will get the output number is negative odd number. So this is the flow of the nested if else. So let's save this program and run this. Let's write here 2. 2 is positive even number. So you can see we got number is positive even number. Now again we will write, again we will run the program and write -2. So you can see we get number is negative even number. Let's run the program again, and let's write an odd number. So let's say we write 3. So the 3 is positive and odd number. So 3 is a positive odd number. Now let's run this program again and write a negative even number. Let's write -7. Here you can see number is negative odd number, because my 7 is odd number and it is negative. So negative odd number. So this is how the nested if else block works. If you had liked this video, then mention it in the comment section, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe our channel